Alright, well, welcome back to another killer video, and today I'm going to be playing a little bit more Hag. I love Hag, she's really fun to play. And I finally got Save the Best for Last 3 on her, which is great, because Hag is one of the best killers to use Save the Best for Last on. Let's just get right into the build here. So, with Save the Best for Last, every time you hit somebody that isn't your obsession, you gain 1 token. For every token, whenever you hit somebody, you recover 5% faster from that hit, all the way up to 40% faster. Meaning that whenever you're at your full stacks, all 8 stacks, it allows you to basically just machine gun hits into people. You can hit. And Hag is really great with this because excuse me, I just had to burp a little bit. But that quicker recovery also helps out with her traps. Essentially, whenever somebody triggers a trap, you can go and hit them, and if somebody triggers another trap immediately, if you have high stacks to Save the Best for Last, you'll recover extremely quickly from that first hit, be able to teleport again, get the second hit right away, and just so on. And that's why Hag is so great with Save the Best for Last. It allows you to chain all your traps together really effectively. Next up we have Sloppy Butcher, and like I said in my previous video, Sloppy Butcher it's never a bad perk. I do want to replace this eventually with Dark Devotion, because I've seen some pretty cool plays come out of that, but unfortunately I just don't have it just yet. But Sloppy Butcher is definitely not a bad perk at all, especially with Save the Best for Last. It allows you to get several hits of Sloppy Butcher really quickly. And, well, with both of those perks, you want to get hits on several people early on. You don't necessarily want to be committing to the one person. And that's a big part of Hag's playstyle. You don't want to be committing to one chase very aggressively like any other killer would. You might want to chase them to get some pallets out of the way, or something like that. But usually, with the Hag, you're placing traps and thinking ahead. Where Survivor's going to run towards the end of the game, where Survivor's going to run in the mid-game. And Sloppy Butcher and Save the Best for Last really help you with that playstyle, because it helps you, or it gives you incentive rather, to chase several people instead of just one. Next up we have Make Your Choice, which is one of the best perks on Hag for sure. Whenever you are 32 meters away from the hook, Make Your Choice applies to whoever unhooked, and for 40 seconds at tier 1, it'll mean that they are exposed, meaning that they can go down instantly with one hit. And Hag is really great with that, because she can set a trap near the hook, let the Make Your Choice rescue happen, and then teleport right back there, take down a person who has Make Your Choice, and right away you can be on that other person as well with someone on the ground behind you. And last but not least, of course, Corrupt Intervention. I run this on so many different killers because it's just such a strong perk. So for 2 minutes at the beginning of a trial, the 3 generators that are farthest away from you get blocked off. This helps on a lot of maps that have either sectioned off areas or are really big, because it allows you to get a 3-gen early on, figure out the general area you want to be playing towards the late game in, and it makes it so that survivors end up running into you as well. Now for add-ons, we have the Rope Necklet for the slightly reduced setting time of my Phantasm traps, and the Powdered Eggshell, so that whenever somebody triggers a Phantasm traps, they stay up for just that tiny bit longer, meaning that I can go for mind games by just leaving the trap up on one side of the pallet and walking to the other side, so the survivor has no idea where I'll be. But yeah, after all this, let's get right into it. This is definitely going to be a fun one with the new Save the Best for Last that I've unlocked. I was actually thinking of this map. What are the odds? Alright. Well, a little laggy, unfortunately, but it's alright. Okay, so she's literally just not looking in front of her at all. shithead. Me trapping there means that she has to leave the loop no matter what. She's gonna vault that window, because she just takes every window she can, basically. She's literally not even fucking looking at me at all. I'm not gonna chase her. It's not worth my time. The moment I see someone else, I'm gonna swap over to them. I heard someone to my left, but I shouldn't have committed to her, honestly. I'm just gonna trap the shit out of this. Eventually, oh my god. Idiot. Alright, so I know they're working on that far gen, but that's fine. I have a pretty solid 3 gen over here. Where did I just see someone? What? Oh, there. I don't know why this is her. Oh, because she has a flashlight. Where'd she? Okay, I mean, you don't have Iron Will. I don't know why people try and hide like that without Iron Will, honestly. Trying to crawl to a pallet, but nope. I think I might have just heard breathing on my left, I'm not sure though. No. They're walking in a trap. Or they're gonna crouch all the way here. They crouched all the way over here. It's bunkers. I don't care about bar time here because I have saved the best for last. I don't know where the other one is though. I'm lagging really hard now. Great. Wow, I'm lagging. If she vaults a window, she goes down. What the fuck? What is happening to my internet? So what I did there was I faked the trap, and instead I decided to just let go of it immediately so that I could make her run away from the pallet, which would end up putting her in a really bad spot. I knew this girl would run over into my trap, and here's Lori looking for the flashlight save. So what I did there is I swung into the pallet and just stood in it because I knew that she wouldn't be able to get the pallet drop if I stood in her way. She didn't expect it, I guess. Or rather, she got greedy for the pallet drop. And that's why generally it's better. I meant to hit the other button! I'm sad. I'm just gonna pick her up because this Lori has no idea what she's doing to flashlight saves, honestly. I'm gonna try and get distance here so I can get make your choice under her as well. Trigger the trap. Damn it. Drop the pallet? Yep. I don't care, this is an extremely strong pallet. Well, she has DS. I knew somebody would run one of these traps. So the Lori went down instantly because of make your choice, and with save the best for last, it just lets me get into the action so quickly, man. I'm not really sure what their plan is here. They're playing really cocky as if they're good, but I mean, they don't really seem to know what they're doing at all. Now this Nancy has make your choice, so she's gonna drop this pallet immediately. She's gonna run into that trap, isn't she? This is future planning, by the way, paying off right there. That was I think the first, if not the first, the second trap I placed in the entire game. And you saw how well that paid off towards the end there. It's crazy how effective using traps so early is. And she probably is decisive strike, so I'm not going to pick her up. Something that is nice to do, though, is to put traps near somebody that's on the ground. And they're going to be able to finish the generator before I can pressure it. Or not. Greedy head. And there we go. Future planning with these traps. You don't have to be setting them as you're chasing them in order to get them. You want to be setting them as you're chasing in order to use them later on. Have them run into the traps later on so that you can get, so you can down people. Now you saw with that first chase, I did kind of commit to the cave, but it wasn't exactly wholeheartedly. I mean, I know I mentioned specifically that I wasn't actually planning on committing to her. But thanks to the way things ended up panning out, it is a choice that I made, but on the way, since she was running away from all my traps, it made it so that I could have traps set up for later on in the game when I needed them the most. Alright, this crow I did not scare away, so I think she's over here. Although she might just be, oh, nope, there she is. If she still is decisive, that'd be crazy. Okay. But there you go. That's how you want to be playing Hag. You don't. It's a lot like Trapper in the sense that you don't exactly want to be thinking about the game as you're playing it. You want to be thinking of the game in the future so that you can really effectively end up catching them off, or end up catching them in rough spots later on. That Nancy had no idea the trap was there towards the end, but I got an insta down with thanks to make your choice, meaning that I didn't even lose that many stacks to save the best for last. But yeah, man, I've really fallen in love with Hag recently. She's so much fun. She takes a lot of planning, and that's exactly what I love about this game. But anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one.